Greetings, members, one and all of the Salivation Nation. Let's take a look back at a coin that I had actually showcased quite a number of years ago as part of a collection of coins that I think I gave up on, but I may not have. I may have a complete collection. Maybe one day I'll show the whole collection, but it is late Christmas night, and I thought I'd just share with you this coin that represents Santa Claus. What a better day to show this than on Christmas evening. All right, so let's pull this out. This is from the Perth Mint, and this is back in a time when high relief coins were all the rage. And so I thought I'd just do a little showcasing here. This is a piece that has a relatively small mintage, although, as you know, mintage does not equate to value per se. But the Perth Mint is a high-quality mint, as you know, and they have done this high-relief coin here. And so let's look at this here about what the story is behind Santa Claus. There's a lot of information here, and we're not going to pause this so you can read it. I'm going to go ahead and read it to you because, hey, it's Christmas. If you want a Christmas story that talks about what the legacy or what the history behind Christopher Kringle or what have you, Saint Nick. Let's take a look at it here. This is a high relief, 1 ounce high relief coin struck by the Perth Mint from 3/9 fine silver, improved quality. The coin is issued as legal tender under the authority of the government of Tuvalu. That's right, little island nation of Tuvalu. You see that from the Perth Mint. Several islands out there in the Pacific with coins under their name, issued under their authority. Santa Claus, sometimes referred to as Saint Nicholas, Father Christmas, or Kris Kringle, is an iconic legendary figure associated with Christmas, particularly in English-speaking countries. Children everywhere eagerly await the arrival of Santa Claus each year in the hope that he will bring them gifts. The image of Santa Claus has changed over the years, but the modern figure is most often depicted as a portly, white-bearded man wearing spectacles and a red Santa suit trimmed in white, along with a thick black belt and boots. Despite the arduous task of delivering gifts to children all over the world in a single night, that seems somewhat unbelievable to me, but hey, I don't know. If you have kids around, I'll leave it at that. Santa Claus loves spreading good cheer and is always joyous. How was he on Arbor Day? What about Valentine's Day? I guess him and Mrs. Santa Claus perhaps celebrate that. But anyways, he is assisted by his elves, who make the toys in a workshop located at the North Pole, where Santa Claus also lives. And a team of flying reindeer who pull the sleigh through the sky allow him to travel from home to home rapidly. That's some highfalutin transport there for sure. It is believed the modern-day legend of Santa Claus was derived from other figures throughout history. Old English civilians celebrated a midwinter event called Yule. Many traditions from Yuletide celebrations were absorbed into modern Christmas traditions, including a claimed procession through the sky led by the god Odin, who purportedly rode on an 8-foot steed, visiting people with gifts. A 4th century Greek Christian bishop, St. Nicholas, was famous for delivering gifts to the poor, and children during the Middle Ages were bestowed gifts in his name. Father Christmas, widely viewed as synonymous with Santa Claus, can be traced back to the 16th century England during the reign of King Henry VIII, embodying a spirit of good cheer, joy, and peace. Father Christmas also offered food and wine to people throughout the country. Santa Claus is commonly said to enter houses through the chimney, practice that was also a tradition with many of Santa's predecessors. Other rituals include households leaving a treat for Santa to enjoy, and the writing of letters by children to Santa Claus to cheer their wish list of toys. Wish lists were also shared in person with Santa Claus at department stores, shopping malls, and other public locations. The coin's reverse depicts a side profile of Santa Claus with varying levels of matte finish applied to the beard, coat, and hat. The design includes the inscription "Merry Christmas" and the coin's weight and finest. The coin's obverse depicts Ian Broadley's effigy of Mrs. Santa Claus, and the monetary denomination in the 2014 year date. Actually, I read that wrong. It's Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth, who's probably about the same age as Santa Claus. So yes, indeed. And this actually appears to have been signed by somebody, and that almost looks like a real signature to me, but I don't know. That's crazy. That looks like a real freaking signature. Is that a real signature? I'm not sure. But anyways, so there it is. There it is. A side profile. And it doesn't say who who designed that side. Let's see. It doesn't say. Oh, Michael Glass. That's Michael Glass. Is this Michael Glass's signature? Apparently it is. I don't see the word glass on there. And I wonder if that means this coin might be worth a little bit more. If anybody else has these coins, and I did not even notice this when I unboxed it. That is interesting. Anyways, so there might be some slight numismatic value to it if that is indeed the case. Let's take a look at the coin itself. And again, as we read the story of Saint Nicholas, of Santa Claus, you have to keep in mind, that is just. Santa Claus is basically kind of a fun thing, although it has led to the highly commercialized aspect of Christmas, which many people certainly it's put a sour taste in many people's mouths and caused a lot of stress this time of year, the commercialization of the holiday, when the real reason for the season is the birth of Jesus, as I've talked about in my Christmas messages here. But obviously, this depiction of Santa Claus here, kind of much like the buffalo nickel, the Indian head of the buffalo nickel is a character from 3 different Indian chiefs or Indians. Santa Claus is characterization of both looks like Norse mythology as well as Christian folks, and so therefore the kind of the watering down in a sense. One could make a reference there or inference here, but the actual quality of this coin is absolutely amazing. I love the multiple levels of frosting in it, and it's beautifully done. But nonetheless, I'm one of those that really likes to focus more on the true meaning of Christmas, because some people can get too wrapped up into the Santa Claus aspect of it. Let's take a look at the obverse here. The Queen side is always the obverse, without fail. But there it is, Tuvalu 2014. It is a high relief coin, beautifully struck. It is what would be considered a 2-headed coin. That's right, it is a 2-headed coin, with Santa on one side and the Queen on the other. Indeed, and the Queen is still with us today, and indeed, and she's actually, as of the recording of this video, an eligible bachelorette. She is a widower. Or a widow, a widow. And so therefore, if Santa Claus is single, which I think he's still married to Mrs. Claus, I've not heard anything to the contrary. So, they can maybe hook up. You know what I'm saying? There you go. But there he is, Santa Claus. And I didn't know he wore glasses and they were square. Heavily detailed. Very nice. And look at that. So there you have it. This is part of a series of high relief coins that I have in the collection, silver, and maybe one day I'll pull them all out and show you. I don't know, but anyway, so there you go. There is Santa Claus. It has a reeded edge, by the way, as is the case with all of the high relief coins that the Perth Mint has produced. Here's another one that I keep around. It's the wedge-tailed eagle that came out a year later, but this is from Australia. Tuvalu is a kingdom nation, and you can see there's slight differences in the jowls of the Queen on this one. It's smoothed out on this version, still by the same artist there, but yes, indeed. There you have it. So I don't know. I might have to, I'm glad I pulled this coin out because I'm going to have to do a little research on this certificate of authenticity. I think that is an actual signature. Look at the ink on it compared to the ink of the writing around it here. I think that was signed by Michael. What's his name? Glass? Michael Glass? But he forgot to put his last name on there. It says Michael M. on there. That's crazy to me. Wow, what a discovery. There you have it. So I might have something of value here. I don't know. Let me know what your thoughts are. Merry Christmas to you all.